right. Enter dark room. Mm-hmm. Fauxtography. Photograph me. Aye. Ooh. Rock some bocos. Rock some goblins. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, okay. Oh, yeah. That sounds oh, mm-hmm. That sounds nice. Wow. Wow, couldn't have done it without you. Wow. Um, um, okay, man. All right. Hyrule doesn't photograph itself. You know what I mean? Like, we got to get in there, man, and we got to make it happen. Okay? Sup, dialing? Snap some pics, bro. Pro snap pic moments. Pro snap pic of the day. That's what I gotta call the photo of the day, man. Pro snap pic of the day. Pro snap moment. Make it a special moment. Make it an S moment. Make it a pro snap moment. Make it a P moment. Fauxtography Moldastenst. Mulhansent. Anyway. Yeah, alright. Yeah, let's get to shooting, man. Shoot and loot. Oh, wait. First thing, well, we'll do it when I jump in there. Remind me, I gotta shift my position of my camera for this game. I always forget. I need a new scene set up just for Zelda. That's what I need to do. Lazy bones. Lazy bones Mosi. Anyway. Hello, all. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the dark room. I am Pomo Sahanton, the dude in the dark room, and it is Thursday, March 31st. It's Photography Thursday, Triforce Photography Thursday, which means we're going to be photographing some cool stuff in Zelda Breath of the Wild, taking some pictures around Hyrule, seeing what the locals are up to. Shop smart, shop S-smart. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. That is that's the reference. Everyone knows that the references are off the charts here. Which in itself is a reference. That's funny. Hope everyone's having a good night. Hope everyone's ready to have some fun. If you've been having a bad day, a bad week, which it's getting close to the end of the week, so hopefully it'll wrap itself up. A nice little bow for you. But if you're not having a good night or not having a good day, not having a good week, sit back, relax. Let's have some fun. Let's do something a little lighthearted and take some pictures in Zelda. My frame's kind of weird. If you were not familiar with what we've been doing here and you'd like to check out some stuff we've done in the past, hopefully Streamlabs is going to let me share links. But yes, dude. Everything we do here is generally uploaded to YouTube at some point later, as well as we got plans for some pretty sweet little goodies that are going to end up on the YouTube as well. When we're shooting in any game, we are also building a nice video that's going to detail what we do and don't like about the photography in this game, what we've been doing with it, what we like, what we'd change, how we've been able to shoot, the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts, the wills and won'ts of the photography world. So in this case, eventually we'll have a nice Zelda Breath of the Wild photography in Zelda Breath of the Wild video, nice and packaged up and ready to go. This game's actually pretty simple as far as the photography. Well, actually, that's not true. There's quite a few things I'd like to say about it, but it's not quite as complex. Fallout 76, which is the big game that we play on Fridays, Fallout Photography Fridays, in the game we played the most on the stream. That game has a very in-depth photography system, in-game photography system, as well as a good photo mode. Zelda Breath of the Wild, there is no photo mode. There is a photo object or a photography-based item that you can shoot with, and that's what we end up doing on here. But it's very limited in terms of what we can do with the camera. In 76, we can swap lenses. We can change the camera skin on the body. We have some fun challenges that we've set up for ourselves to shoot in that game. And if you're around tomorrow, obviously check out Photo Friday, because we're going to be having a lot of fun in Fallout. It's explosive. The excitement is explosive. It's fiery, man. It's great. Which I keep trying to remember. I try to remember, and it's tough because I keep forgetting to try to remember. But I've been meaning to try to get some enemies in flight, which we've done like once or twice in Breath of the Wild, but it's not as easy as it is to fly NPCs in this game as it is in 76, which is what we always end up doing. and it just doesn't come out as well. So it'll be a big get than the first time we achieve a real enemy in flight in this game. A little more complicated, a little more difficult. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's have some fun. Sit back, relax. Leave it to me. Leave this to me. I'll shoot some photos. If you got any suggestions on any kind of image you want to see or recommendations of a place to shoot, something like that, I'd love to hear that kind of stuff. So throw it out there. I love recommendations. And let's just let's get going. Last time, first thing we're gonna do is review. And last time, one of the last things that happened was we saw a falling star fragment coming down out of the sky, like right as we were wrapping up. We took a photo of it coming down, but now we're going to go try to adventure to where it has landed and find some cool compositions with that beautiful beam of light that it leaves behind. Helps you find it as well. It's really the point of it. It's kind of just like a marker on the map, so you can see where it has fallen, because it's a very rare item in the game. Okay, so my picture can stay there. I guess now everyone, you want to see my rupee count, obviously. I think bottom left corner is the best for Zelda. I believe. Mies believes. You want to see the hearts, so we can't be doing top left. Gotta see the rupees, because I mean, yes, thank you, Johnny, thank you, beautiful, thank you. I guess those will block the rupees. If it's all about the rupees, you know what I mean? 75,000. That's a lot of rupees. I don't know what I would spend. I don't think I have much to dump rupees into in this game. I also don't know if there's a limit. Is it 99,000? Or is it 999,000? Or does it keep going? This is something we could easily look up, but I'm not going to because I don't care. Yes, I asked the question, which might indicate I'm the one that's concerned for the answer, but I'm not. Promise. Oh, Hateno Beach, dude. I'm going to save Hateno Beach and Hateno Bay for the summer. Remind me of that when we get into our summer months. We'll be doing a lot more beach shooting. Oh, Torondo Beach, dude. Trombo, Eventide Island. Yeah, we'll go to Eventide. This was actually one of my favorite shrines to do. Or actually, I might say this was my favorite shrine to do. It was really cool. You show up on this island, and you lose all of your items, and then you have to complete this. This whole island is kind of like a no item challenge, because it takes away all your weapons, all your items, and you can only gather what you can on the island to make do with, and it's very fun. It's really cool. And difficult. Big challenge there. But anyway, I do like to keep things relatively themed with the seasons, or at least that's how I've been doing it. Or I'm trying to find good ways to isolate what kind of photos that we want to be focusing on. So we will, again, like I said, I will do a lot more beach and ocean shooting during the summer, because that's like a summer, in my opinion, it's like a summery type of thing. We did our winter photo shoots through the winter here, and then we just kind of sprung into the green stuff, photographing Big Green, called Bruce Banner, trying to get some cool spring type seasonal photos, which we will probably stick with tonight as well if we end up getting far enough. If we end up getting far enough to where I will have to pick somewhere new, because currently the night is already laid out. We're gonna review from last time, which shouldn't take too long. It does typically take a very long time to review, because this is 2020 moment where you can look back and pick out all the mistakes you made. And I'm pretty good about critiquing myself, or I am better about critiquing myself, in my opinion. once you get to a certain point in your creative life, I want to say you are the only person who truly can uh, critique your work, because it's unless the person who's critiquing it has a firm understanding of how you were trying to express yourself in this with this image, it's pretty tough, because someone might critique something for a reason that would not make sense to critique if you're expressing yourself in a certain way. Art is all about self-expression. Photography is all about expressing how you see the world, how you felt in that moment, visualizing that scene, in your perspective on that specific scene. And so it's pretty difficult, in my opinion. I have trouble critiquing, because my mind immediately, if I critique somebody else, my mind immediately has missing information on how I could decide on any kind of part of the scene. So like, if somebody, for instance, wanted to use a certain type of composition that wouldn't necessarily be a traditional compositional technique, it might look weird, because all you're pulling from is the knowledge of that particular compositional technique, instead of the person saying like, no, I composed it like this. For instance, like oh yeah, I would love to have posed the subject on like the main 1/3 side of the frame or whatever, but for me, it felt better this person directly centered in the frame, because it's expressing how that person, the world surrounds that person, and the world is like around and revolving around that one particular spot. Where it would feel weighted on one side or the other, so there's less of it's a random example, but I'll try to point out more examples maybe while we're critiquing, if I can think of any. Either way, it's a lot easier for me to pick out and critique myself, because I know what I was trying to do. I knew the limitations behind taking that image, and I knew how I felt when I was looking at that scene, and how combining the elements in that scene would end up expressing that scene the best to me. So anyway, long explanation, just about rolling through the critique, buddy. Let's just move on here, pal. Some of our earlier stuff, some of these I'm getting kind of like this one of Temple of Time. Probably going to end up deleting this one not too long. As much as I love it, I said this once, I will say it twice, and I will say it again multiple times. I'll multiply that 2-time explanation by like multiple explanations times 2. This shot, I could come back and get it pretty much whenever. I mean, as long as it's a sunset, which I'm pretty sure this was sunset, if I'm remembering correctly. At sunset, this scene will look very, very similar. In fact, it could look better, because I'm not the biggest fan of the clouds. Clouds aren't the best in this shot. I'm curious actually what sunrise would look like at this location as well. That'd be a cool thing to try out. Shoot both sides of the sunrise and sunset of the same area, and decide what we like better, the sunrise or the sunset. Probably all come down to, obviously, how the light's falling on that particular scene, where we want those shadows, where we want those highlights. Is something. But that'd be fun in this case. I'd be curious to see, because it should come from the sun would be rising behind us, which should light, or at least I think it should be. I don't know if that's actually correct. It might be on the right side. Either way, it'd be interesting to see the light coming from whatever opposite side that it's setting from here eventually. Oh, here's something else cool to point out. So I have 940 views on my Twitch. We'll probably make it to 1,000 probably by next week. I don't know if I don't get that many views. 60 in 1 week. I don't know. We might get like halfway there. We might get like 30-ish views tonight and tomorrow maybe. Although I'm not also sure how that exactly works, if that's 940 unique views or if it's every time people come back. I'm not sure how that's calculated, but anyway, maybe we'll do something fun and special for that 1,000th 1,000th view, not 1,000th follower. That'd be great. Which I'll point out, if you're new to the stream and you like photography stuff, especially in-game photography stuff. So Jenny, what does that mean? What is what? Wait, what? Follower views? The follower count, which I was just pointing out, if you're new to the stream and you like this kind of stuff, obviously consider following, because it's good. Oh, I have negative 23 hours to go on there. Hey, ew. But the views, like I was saying, it's just I think it's how many people come in and check out the stream. How many people have rolled through? I've had 940 pairs of eyes, possibly. But that's what I was saying. I don't know if you followed the stream or whatever. I don't know. Take 1,000 shots on air. Ooh, of water. Okay, that might be something special. We'll do something. There will be a special 1,000th view thing if I remember to do it. That's the problem, is that by the time I get there, I don't know where we'll be, so I might forget. But if it's like 998 when I start a stream, I'll have something prepared if I remember. Anyway, a lot of these are, again, very old shots, although I really love some of these. Here's a good example of what the first thing that we're going to go try to find is another cool image like this with that star fragment, light beam, and this adventure heading towards it. In this case, I thought it felt like this guy was adventuring to go find out what fell to the earth there. That was kind of a cool little story. Although I would probably zoom in. There's quite a bit of peripheral area that is unnecessary to the story in this picture. I'd probably zoom in like a 20-ish%. Just crop a little bit of the peripheral area out of the scene. It's a little bit too much extraneous info in there. And maybe we'll get a better one than this shot. We can delete this one because I don't think it's the best. There's another star fragment chilling next to Lake Hylia Bridge. Bridge of Hylia, is it called? I think it's just called the Bridge of Hylia, if I am not mistaken. Which it's like, how am I never able to find Bridge of Hylia? Bridge of Hylia. We'll try. Hopefully it landed. This is a really cool spot for the star fragment to have landed, so that we kind of lucked out in that case. Blood Moon rising over the Acolyte Ancient Tech Lab, which I'm always gonna confuse with the Hateno Research Center, which is where we are. Wait, no, we're at the Tech Lab. No, we're at the Ancient Tech Lab. There's also the Acolyte Research Center, right? Yeah, these are the two. Acolyte Ancient Tech Lab and Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. Okay, they're the exact same name, Paul. Just with Hateno and Akala, whatever. Yeah, we were not. Now I'm confused. I think we were up here. We were up here in that one because we had been shooting the labyrinth, and then the blood moon rose, and we were like, telescope shot. Let's grab it. Happy with that shot. We could get it better though. I can get it better. It's hard to determine when that's going to happen and figure out a good composition in such a quick amount of time. Anyway, a little bit of Death Mountain with the moon rising or setting. It might be the moon setting over it, looking between those trees. Beautiful. Beautiful action shots of these guardians with a Stalnox. Awesome. This is old stuff. Let's not review these. You can go back to the old videos if you want reviews on these guys. These are just great shots that we're going to keep for now. Here's one of our good winter shots that we kept from our winter-themed shoots with the moose. Moosey. Awesome snow wolf. Cold-footed. It's the cold-footed. Yes, cold-footed wolf, of course. Chilling in the Hebrew Mountains. Just in front of what are known as the pillars Oh, the Paquita Stone Grove. Chilling in the Paquita Stone Grove. Rad. This shot I will probably keep forever, although I really do wish the shadow from that Guardian was a little bit more visible on the snow just in front of it. That could have been really cool. But beautiful sun rising over those mountains behind the snow-covered mountains behind this Guardian. Badass. I do wish there was maybe a little something on the left side of the frame flanking the other side of the Guardian, but that's fine. Still a really cool shot. Any shot with the moon in there, we're probably going to keep for a while. There's Selmy's spot, which is, I love this spot. Definitely one of my favorite spots in the game. Nice little cozy cabin perched on top of a snow-covered hillside. Absolutely gorgeous. Here's our first grid. This is for Patty's Day. We just shot a St. Patty's Day green theme shot. This was okay. I'm going to delete this because now that we've done it and we have that completed and done, it's fine. There's nothing really that special about this image. I do like it. It's fun. And then that brings us to where we were last week. Shooting the Hateno Tech Lab. Right? Because that's where we are, yo, right? Right? Not Akala. Yes. Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. Trying to get a good shot of this structure. Not easy because all of the positions around this structure are recessed. I'm at a low perspective for all of these, which that could do some good for us, but there's so much of the hillside ends up obscuring this building. I can't get a real good, I wasn't able to get a really good full composition of the structure itself. And here I actually would have loved to be maybe, a little bit elevated on one side so that we could look over, because this is perched up on top of this beautiful mountain with some beautiful, spectacular views. And unless I'm at an elevated perspective, looking at least with a lack of tilt, like a zero tilt, looking straight out at the horizon, I could see some of that background. But here, as it is, I'm looking straight up. So, the best we could hope for is some beautiful clouds, which we did not get. It rained. The sun started to set. The clouds didn't really work out for us. There's no beautiful moon. I wouldn't mind a shot like this, like with the moon in there. I like this one with the apple tree on one side of the composition. That's probably the best of them, best of the bunch. The one in the rain's kind of crap. This one's kind of crap. I like that little mist that was coming up off the ground. That's some cool atmosphere. But otherwise, look at this. The sky looks terrible. Clouds look terrible. No. This shot's probably the best. I wish that plume of smoke. I wish that entire smokestack was actually a little bit further on the right side of the frame, because there's a huge area of blank nothingness, which would have been fine on the right side of the frame had there been some maybe interesting clouds, or if the moon was just chilling right there. That spot is a perfect little spot for the moon. But there's a little bit of a condensing of a lot of the interesting elements in the center of the frame, and then there's the heavy weight on the left side because of that tree. Enjoying the stream. Don't forget to follow and turn on notifications. Thanks, Streamlabs. Either way, this shot's not too bad, so we're going to save it. I'll save it for... No, I'm not even going to save this. No. That's not even... I'm not going to worry about it. So here, I did try to incorporate some of that beautiful landscape below in the valley, in the areas below the tech lab, but again, I couldn't tilt down. I couldn't look down from any sort of heightened perspective without some severe compositional issues. Like here, I mean, it's just like the building is so far on the left side of the frame. There's so much space on the right side with nothing really that interesting. It's a little hazy, so that landscape on the bottom right corner, those beautiful ravines and those beautiful mountain peaks and hillsides, those kind of ended up a little bit flat looking. And then again, it's like a very extreme composition with a very, very heavy amount of interest on the left side of the frame. Like nothing on that whole top right-ish quadrant, and then we have like that little tiny interesting valley on the bottom right corner, but it's just a little bit, it's just a little gross. So no, it's actually very gross. It's completely gross. I hate it. I don't like it. Here's probably one of the best self-portraits that we've got. So for that was fun. Grabbing the self-portrait. It is difficult to compose for these self-portraits because the camera's kind of locked, looking directly at Link's face or mouth. I don't know where it's like locked the exact position, but it's like around his head area. So you can't move from looking at that one spot. You can't raise or lower the camera height. And so that definitely kind of ruins any kind of compositional abilities that we have. We have to compose it like it has laid it out for us. Very center heavy composition with Link in the very center of the frame. It's pretty hard to get him fully featured in the frame without any limbs cut off. It seems to be no way to avoid cutting his feet off at anything than a very wide angle and a higher perspective looking down on him. Because again, it's locked onto his head, what you're looking at. But in this case, it kind of worked. Yeah, I probably would have lowered the camera here a little bit had I had the ability, so that I would have probably just included him completely in the frame instead of chopping him off at the shin, just below the knee. So yeah, let's just delete it. It's fun. That is probably one of the better shots. Plus, we're standing next to a giant optic, man. That's rad. It's a giant optic. We also took a shot with the screen capture mode, shooting a shot of him looking through the little eyepiece, or made it look like he's looking through the eyepiece. You can't actually look through it. And then we climbed to the top of the tower, the Ancient Tech Lab, and went for a beautiful little, like this is the elevated perspective that I would have loved to have seen with a part of that building in the frame as well, or the entire building in the frame with something like this in the background perched on top of that hill. That would be absolutely gorgeous. Didn't work out that way. Didn't work out because we couldn't get the building in the frame at all at that height, you know. And then we just kind of sat here. We shot the sunset. Kind of got a time lapse of the sun setting, kind of. We sat here for a while, did we not? And I can tell you right now, again, I mean, like I already chose it. I pretty much chose last time. I love this shot. Although I wish I had got this shot at this time. I got this shot, and then I was like, oh, maybe there's a little bit more of an interesting composition if I pan around the frame. And no, I kind of botched it. Because this time when the sun was just riding that peak, which I believe that is one of the dueling peaks. Yes, that is one of the dueling peaks. The higher of the peaks. I love this shot where the sun is getting cut just by the tip of that mountain, Odell. And if I had been in this composition, it would have felt real great. We got more or less the same vibe in this shot. It's just there's something special about the sun kissing just the edge of that mountain tip. I love it when it kisses the tip, man. Don't push me. No press. And then everything after that was kind of crap, except for when this little shooting star fragment came down. You can just barely see it on the right side, just below the horizon on the right third of the frame. It's actually composed basically right at the thirds crossover section, the top right thirds crossover, so just about right there. Not a strong enough compositional element to feel like that was something special, though. Had I caught it as it was in the sky, I think it would have felt a lot better. Here, I mean, that for all a viewer would think, I mean, that could be a fire that's lit on the ground, and those are just like the embers and the smoke rising as the fire burns on. Like, that doesn't feel like it's something falling out of the sky to me, because it is already in line with the earth. There's no sky. There's no sky flight vibe going on. And then we got this shot. This shot's actually kind of cool. I love the texture, and I love the it's low saturation with that bright yellow line on the right side. That's kind of cool. Although those red lines here, again, I don't really like it when the lasers are unreadable, or it's unable, you're unable to tell what's going on with those energy pulses coming from the ancient beasts, divine beasts. This shot would look a lot cooler had those red lines not been in there, because they're distracting from the other color pop, which is that glowing fallen star fragment. And we didn't shoot the shot. I didn't shoot the shot to be creative. I did it because I was to remind myself that we actually had this to go photograph, to remind me what we're gonna do first thing when we jump out of the review. After, again, we'll review for, like, a couple hours of review, and then we'll take some pictures. No, I'm just kidding. It shouldn't hopefully take that long, although it do take a long time. Anyway, I will delete pretty much all of these sunset and sunrise shots. Or, I'm sorry, and sunset shot. It's not sunrise. Hopefully we're not at sunrise yet, because that would mean our star fragment is gone. So yeah, all these, the daytime shots of this scene, which we're just looking over Hateno Village. Just looking over Hateno Village, due west. Kind of looking west across almost the entirety of at least the southern hemisphere of Hyrule. Beautiful, beautiful. But they are not. None of these are going to be as special, unfortunately, as the final shots that we got with that little bit of the sun just peeking out of the clouds and over the hillside. This one's crap. I mean, these all look okay. If I had taken only one of these, I probably would have kept at one of them. But when we shoot that many of the same scene, we got to pick the best of the best. And it's gonna be this guy with the little tip. Yeah, it only got better as the night fell, as the sun fell and the night rose, or whatever. Also, like, the hot spot in the sky kind of diminishes as the sun goes down, making the overall composition feel a little bit stronger, because that's such a hot spot, even in this shot. But those earlier shots, we definitely had a very large, bright sunset portion of the sky. Didn't feel as balanced as it could have. This shot's kind of cool. Although I do like the color on the actual land. On the land. Before the sun actually went behind these clouds, you kind of lost a little bit of that beautiful color in that shot as the sun went down. But these three for sure. This one would probably have been... This is probably the best, obviously, before we actually got that nice pinpoint sun star here. I'll keep both of those. This one, again, I really wish I hadn't panned to the left. I don't mind. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, I guess. But it's still, it's like it's not. I just wish we had this shot with the peak of that of dueling peaks biting into the sun. Oh well. Let's delete this guy. This is no bueno. Yeah, we'll save that guy. Save that guy. This one, nah. That smoke also kind of bothered me, popping out of the left bottom side of the frame. This shot's meh. I explained this as we were shooting. I was trying to avoid that path on the very bottom of the frame. It just doesn't fit with the rest of the scene. And so that's why I was trying to tilt up and crop that out just at the very bottom, because the composition was getting a little strained trying to crop it out. And I wish there was a way to include it, because I also love that body of water that's sitting on the right side of the frame. I wouldn't have minded a little piece of that, but it couldn't be composed in the frame without including some of that ridge line just riding along the bottom edge of the frame. So we just cropped it out completely. Yeah, this shot, no. Yeah, once the sun had actually gone down, yeah, all this is trash. Trash. I mean, it is beautiful trash. Trash can be beautiful. We don't need that shot. Like I said, that was just to remind us. And then let's save. We'll save these two for now. Because those were really the big gets of that little photo shoot. I also wish, I wish I could combine these two, because the sky in the second shot looks really good, and then the foreground in this shot looks really good. Again, we lost as soon as the sun came behind those clouds. It started to kind of fade and desaturate the color across the village itself and the hills above the village, so it loses some of its majesty. But at the same time, we have the added value of the sky looking better and that beautiful sun star and pretty cool flare for all my flare people. We need like a good flare redemption. I don't know what that would be. Anybody got a good idea for a flare redemption? Throw it out. Throw it out at me. We'll make it happen. Okay. Let's save before I forget. Because we don't want to re-review, although it would take me a lot less time if I didn't have to talk about it. And then, like I said, we're going straight towards that little, that star fragment. And we're going to try to find a good composition over there with the star fragment. I might save scum. I might. Don't get mad at me if I do. I'm gonna try to get over there. I don't know what we're gonna find over there. So, did I mark it on the map? I put a pin down on. Thought I put a pin. Didn't I put a pin down on it? Yeah. Why isn't it on here? Also, how the hell? I swear there's a way to. That's just Hero's Path mode. Here's what you can do. Can't you just like look at your? Why is it? It's marked. Oh, I think I marked it on the map, but then I deleted it, but then it's still on my HUD? Is that how that works? Okay. All right, let's do this really quick. Whoops. Yeah, save that one now. I wanted to. How the frick? Oh, it's because I'm. Just kidding. Okay. Oh, that's right next to that shrine. Okay. Right over in there. Although I feel like that's going to put us farther down than we're going to want to be. Fort Hateno. Okay, yeah, that's that little... We've shot over here before. This is where we got some cemetery... or some quasi cemetery like shots. I gotta get on my game before Halloween comes around this year, so I can know where we can shoot some beautiful cemeteries. But there are these little stones here. They're kind of lined up like they're like little statuettes set up like kind of like gravestones. But I also know that this is a deep little ravine, deep little valley. So teleporting here, we'll just have to climb up. So might be better. I'm curious. I don't know if it's going to be better to fly down from here. I think it's going to be better. Let's do this. Let's go up to La Di Da Shrine, aka Ridahi Shrine. And then we'll float on down. We will try to hover down. This will take a lot less time than climbing up. Plus, climbing is frustrating. And I'm afraid of heights. I'm not really that. I mean, I'm afraid. I'm just as afraid of heights as the other person. Oh wait, this is. Whoops. Nope. Wrong. Okay. Also, this peak is higher, right? One of the peaks is higher than the other. Again, I will save scum if we bone ourselves here. If we bone ourselves too much. Going back to the beginning. Yeah, it's the Veneer Shrine, dude. Veneer. Bye. Veneer. Okay. There's that beautiful. Okay, so let's get this shot. Okay, well, first of all, Mosi. What time is it in the game? 10 p.m. We got 7 hours. About 7 hours in game time to do this. Just trying to decide if I want to save here. Well, yeah, here's what I want to do. I want to get this cool composition here. Star fragment. Okay, that's kind of a cool shot. Let's actually grab this side, though. Again, trying to crop out those red laser beams. Okay, I don't know how cool those are gonna look. I think the beam gets a little bit stronger as you get closer. There's like a whatever. Okay, we got that shot. That's cool. Let's save, and then if I'm gonna scum it, I'm scumming it from here so that we have those two shots. What's up, Jason? I hope you're ready to have some Hyrule photography fun. This is a good spot to cut. This is a great jumping off point. Literally jumping off point. Okay, we've saved. We have that cool wide shot established and accomplished. Fly all the way down to this sucker. See how long it's going to take to get there. That's the other thing, is like teleporting to the shrine underneath and climbing up the hill. Also, actually, you know what, dude? Right now, I'm going to tell you, let's do this. I'm sorry. I'm already going to reload. Because I could see Hateno Tower looked like it was perfectly elevated above the position we want to fly to, but also a little bit closer. Let's see if that works. I think that's the best option. Again, I'm going to scum it, dude. If I want to scum, I'm going to scum. Yeah, this tower looked like it was... I mean, that's not that much closer. Whatever, dude. If we fuck it up, we'll reload, man. Where we're going, we don't need to load. guess that's like a PS5 joke. Because my PS5 is so much quicker at loading. You ever had trouble with a load? You ever had trouble loading? Okay, ooh, sick. Okay, yeah, that looks like it's a pretty good spot here. Let's see, okay, so we got Death Mountain that we could maybe compose some of that with. Unfortunately, it fell. This is not a prime spot for this thing to have fallen, but you know what? It could make for some interesting stuff anyway. I don't know what's gonna be down here. Life is a mystery. Oh no, Keese! Keese my ass, motherfuckers! I'm out of here! Oh, it literally fell, like, on top of the shrine, huh? I mean, well, literally, Paul, it's clearly right next to it. Don't know why you thought that. So also, that also makes it so... We got some time. Ooh, dude, this could be cool, though. Dude, yeah, that could be a cool scene. Oh, there's a Keese. Dude, let the Keese... Okay, let's try to aggro the Keese. Get 2 of these trees on either side. Equidistant. Oh, schnapps, dude. We got 3 blind mice, bro. We got 3 blind mice. Okay. Crap. Okay, let's thin out the numbers a little bit. There's no way... I was hoping it was just going to be those Keese. I should have known... Also, let me try this. If I get close enough, does this thing disappear and then never come back? Yeah, okay. So that's... Okay, I wanted to test all this. Okay. Let's load. I'm loading. Loading back because we wasted way too much time. And now that I know that the star fragment is just in that little valley already anyway, let's just teleport right to, which hopefully that will not terminate. Hopefully that will not terminate the beam of light by getting us too close right off the bat. The sheer veneer of it all. Temperature will change depending on your location and the time of day. It's a good idea to pay close attention to fluctuations. Thanks. I didn't know that. And the more you know. Okay, so let's keep away. Oh, dude, see this angle. Okay. I'm liking this perspective here. It also is really cool. If you know what those little guys are, it's kind of like they're all huddled around. I can't climb this shit, can I? Give me a freaking elevated perspective. Give me a slightly elevated perspective. Oof. Now give me a moon just popping up over that. Oh, there's that Keese, dude. Damn, I really can't sit around like this for too long, though. Okay, what we gotta do, we gotta just shoot. What time is it again? Okay, so we're gonna have like a 5-hour window. I think that's 5 minutes. I think it's a minute. I believe it's a minute per hour. This game moves very quick. And I will let's not save... Well, maybe I'll save Scum again. Let's not say that. Let's not lie to ourselves and our viewers. Paul. I like this view though, looking out from in this valley with the glow emanating there. That's really cool. We kind of got the best shot we could like that, though, I want to say. Although we could grab on top of this thing, maybe. Okay, now those keys need to... I would love those keys close to the frame, because we could use those keys if those are larger in the frame on that top portion. I'm not crazy about that mountainside. I don't mind that it's a view looking out from in that valley, adds a lot of depth to the shot. But that texture, the rock texture on that left side of the frame is nothing special. So if there was a nice big old keys flying at us on that side, that could be really cool. Let's try to kite him over. Sup, buddy? Compose as we kind of had it. Ooh. That's basically what I was talking about. That's not bad. I did want him a little bit more elevated in the frame. But what that's also doing is balancing out that bright highlighted light source, pinpoint, not really pinpoint, but light, that streak light source on the left side. It's kind of balancing out with that area, I want to say, a little bit. So that's fun. I'm also digging it that I only really kited the one over, although it's... No, I say that and then both of them aggro, whatever. Oh! Not bad. I'll save that too. But again, a little bit low in the frame. I don't mind. I like... I mean, that's not going to probably be a keeper, but... I like... Let's grab this hardy radish too, bro. We should cook some of that up. I've evaded you by walking around a tree. What you gonna do about it? I've been thinking about my doorbell. When are you going to ring it? Ugh. That's not the composition I want. Okay, we gotta kite up. Okay, I get it. They're kind of following the path that I took. So here's what we gotta do. We gotta not get too close to the beam. What time are we at, dude? 1 a.m. Okay, we got some minutes. And we want to kite them along this path. No! Okay, well, all right. I said I wasn't gonna scum anymore. Yeah, let's say, dude, we got a cool shot. You know, it's gonna bum me out if I turn around right now and the moon's either rise. No, it would be falling, right? Although I'm not sure about the way the moon cycles in this game. Does it ever rise during the day? Or is it always only up at night? Is that how that works? Is that how it works on this world? Is that how it works in this Hyrule? Whatever. We got a cool shot. Let's just appreciate that. Let's just review really quick, make sure that I'm not disappointed. I mean, yeah, I'm disappointed. No, I'm not that disappointed. I mean, I would have loved to have shot for another minute at this location. But, you know, we have the non I think I like that shot. Yeah, that shot's pretty sick. It's cool because these little statuettes, they look like they're kind of all surrounding, paying homage to this fallen star fragment. In a way. Okay. This shot's crap. I see a sliver of the platform for the shrine on the bottom left corner. No, we're gonna be brutal. It's total garbage. I don't like those little things trickling into my frame. I think overall I like the feel of this shot of the star fragment better than this one. I was trying to hear, I liked that the two peaks on the left and right side of the frame, it's Mount Lanairu. On the right, I should know what the one on the left is, but I'm not going to be able to bring it out the top of my head right now. Bring it out the top of my head. That's what I do. I was trying to use both those peaks as a balance, but it in fact just kind of split the interest between those two elements of the frame, whereas this first one, we kind of just got a complete picture of Mount Lanairu itself. So it doesn't, and that makes it a stronger composition than trying to get both those peaks in the frame. So let's delete this one, and we'll save this first one, though, because that's just a cool shot. Here's what I was talking about earlier on the first shot that we had of the fallen star fragment. That was just, again, we didn't even really compose that. We shot it. Happy camera. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Bunch of stone penises, yes. Yes, from that perspective. Bunch of stone dicks. That's, dude, they do. Nintendo. Nintendo is the new Disney of hidden penises in the frame. You dirty person. Or they look like little Mr. Hanky Christmas poos, kind of, you know, whatever you think is better. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious though. From the back, it's because there's no texture, there's no face to them, so they just see. Cause like I know what they are. I know that they're little like hooded, little like creepy little hooded figurines. They're kind of, you know what they kind of look like? They're kind of like little Russian nesting dolls, is what they look like. They've always reminded me of little Russian nesting doll type things. But from this perspective, from this angle, where you're not seeing their faces and their smileys and their little coats wrapped around their, you know, little blankets wrapped around their bodies, it does look kind of silly. Miyamoto. See, when it's a cute thing, we blame Miyamoto. When it's frustration and or anger, that's where we blame Todd Howard. Anyway, okay, so we save. Oh, do I have two of this exact same? Okay, what? Okay, so between these two, I think I like the second one with a little bit more of what is Hateno Tower. Right, that should be yeah. It's that, we're feeling a little piece of Hateno Tower on the right side of the frame, which balances nicely with the erect nature of that light beam pointing up into the sky. I kind of wish, it looks like I could have tilted down and panned to the right just a tiny bit here to open up just a little bit more of the bottom of the frame, maybe. And make that whole mountain plateau where the Hateno Tower is situated, make that a little bit of a stronger composition on the bottom right side of the frame. Just shift the whole perspective a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not terrible. It fits. So delete this one, save this one. Also the light beam in this second shot, because it does kind of pulsate, and at different moments in time there's kind of more or less of a light streak. So I try to get it at one of its peak brightnesses, but I'm always so rushed doing these, you know what I mean? Okay, this shot of the Keese is probably the get from this situation. Again, it did not, I wish it was a little bit higher in the frame, like if it just was moved up an inch. Because here now it's just kind of biting into, again, our view looking into that depth of the valley. There's just so much at the top of the frame. So much of the top portion of the frame that is unnecessary. And again, I was really trying to crop out the platform from the shrine I was trying to crop out that little corner. See the little corner? It snuck into my frame here in this shot. It's not quite as visible as that first infraction, that first protrusion that we dealt with. But it's in here. And then this shot, this is just nowhere near as strong of a composition as this first shot for sure. I mean, these are the exact same shot. See, I actually wouldn't have minded being tilted down here like this. Really, the issue is one, again, the platform bottom left corner eating into my frame. What camera did you get, by the way, Jason? You said I was like, oh, I thought you said a happy camera came today, and I was like, what kind? I was like, a happy camera, and then I was trying to remind myself what that might be, like a camera that came in a Happy Meal. Ooh, dude, did any fast food restaurant ever have a little camera toy that they gave out? Ooh, this is research. This is research that has to be done. I would also especially love if a dude, why are all my things are kind of weird on my screen. Neither hither nor thither, bro. Just noticing my little name thing shifted from where it usually is. As I was saying, bottom left corner. Don't like that thing eating into my frame. Here, the keys was, first of all, the wing is cropped out. Es no bueno at all. That's just alone that ruins the image. The only way that could, for me, that could be redeemed is if there were multiple keys all around the periphery of the frame, creating a frame for the image. And then if some of their wings are cut out and it becomes a motif, you know, of sorts, if it becomes part of the image that seems done on purpose, that would be cool. Like here, obviously, if there were keys surrounding the frame and then there was like a little central area of clearing, so you could see through into that little valley behind it, that would be really cool. But here, it just makes the frame really lopsided. It's sloppy, makes the composition look really sloppy. And again, nowhere near as cool as this one. This is a great, the pose on the keys here is better because it looks like it's flapping its wings instead of darting at me. In this one, its wings become too linear when it has this pose. Here, its wings are fully visible. Beautiful shot of that keys. Again, though, a lot of negative space pretty much all along from the left side of the frame up and across the entirety of the top of the frame. I'd say it's all useless space. In fact, I could probably crop a nice big L portion, the top left L, probably completely crop that out of the frame, and the composition would be a lot stronger. Or what also might be cool is just to try to crop just the top portion of the frame, so this is a wider aspect ratio shot. Crop this into something more like a 2:4:0 cinematic type aspect ratio. That could be pretty cool because, again, top part of the info, that image is just no point to it. Let's decide between a couple. We'll save. So anyway, this one, the two of the keys, obviously, the second one's no go. So let's just delete that. First one, though, very good. Might be the Pro Snap pick of the day. This composition feels a lot more well balanced to me. I don't like this one from the lower perspective. That doesn't feel as good as when we got to that little platform raised up, and that you can see that spread all those little penises out a little bit better. Those little penis statues, that spread them out so you could see that there's so many more penises now on the ground. It's so much better that the more penis equals better. But because that was a big visual element in the frame, here they're gonna, because we're at the same height, all of them are at the same height. they're stacking up. A lot more stacking is happening because of our perspective here. Whereas when we raised up, that separated all those elements from each other, filled in a big portion of the frame there, and then they became a much stronger compositional element. In my opinion, man. So let's delete this first one, lower perspective. Had the moon been in the sky and then being at the lower perspective granted us a better composition with the moon in the frame, I would have kept this instead. It had like the moon been in this one but not in this one, I would have accepted that compositional faux pas. Because the moon would have been such a stronger element in the frame. But anyway, lower perspective, no. Let's delete that one. And then we only have 2 more to decide between. Basically the same shot, just a bit of a tighter framing on the first one. Or I mean on the second shot, basically. And I think I like the bit of a tighter frame. A lot of extraneous information, again, in the peripheral area of the frame, which we crop out, all that needless information. The only thing that I don't like is that we lose some of the volume of those penises. Those penis statues, we lose the volume of them in that second shot. I should have left one riding along the left side of the frame so that it felt like there were more of them growing. Damn, my camera looks so good. Yeah, what camera did you get? Would you get a? I know you probably were talking about one. I should, if I was able to remember, which you've told me. Waltz Frex. Ooh, I bet that thing's badass. Send pics. One thing I like to do on the stream occasionally, and I know I haven't done any for like months now, I apologize, but I do love photographing cameras, really interesting, cool looking cameras. We've shot several during our little photo shoots that we do on the stream. So if you find any, if you find any really cool cameras that you think would be real rad in an image to create some imagery with, let me know. If that camera, I mean, you say it looks good, so I'm gonna take it. That's a good recommendation. As long as it's inexpensive enough. That's the cool thing about old classic cool looking cameras though. You're not buying them for top dollar like you are with the newest digital gizmos, you know? You can get them for quite the sale. And then obviously if they're cool collectibles, you could, I can buy them and then shoot them, photograph them, and then I can sell them again to somebody else that wants to create something with them. Anyway, I have to look that camera up. Not gonna do it right this second, but I'm gonna look that camera up because maybe it's really cool. And I've got a couple more interesting cameras to photograph. I have a whole, you'll notice we have some Polaroids lined up on the walls. Chuck you a pic on Insta. Yes, definitely. Or on the Discord. Great time to plug the Discord. Not sure if you're on there, Jason, or not. Obviously don't feel obligated, if you don't want to support what we do here, go ahead. Don't support us. Whatever. No, I'm just kidding. Discord, where I will occasionally pop in to answer or respond to things. This is the danger of suggesting Discord. People are like, oh, this is an exciting place to share things. And I know I'm going to get better about, I'm really bad. I'll point this out. I will point this out, and I've pointed it out before, pointed it out many times. I'm just really bad with social media. I'm really bad with staying connected in general. Oh, you didn't know. Okay, well, dude, join it. We got a section for posting photos on there. Section for photography that's really been blowing up lately. I know I miss, again, I apologize. I apologize to all of you because I'm so bad with that. I'm going to try to get better. I know. I'm sorry. Sorry. Because people will post a photo and then I won't see it for like a week. And then I feel like a jackass trying to respond like, hey, that looks good. It's like, oh, it took you that long to think about it, though, huh? Doesn't sound like an honest comment. But anyway, there's a great section to post photos on there. So anything you want to share, do it on the Discord. Because I am at least there's like a 5% chance I'll pop in on the Discord. Instagram, we're like eating into the 2.5% chances in there. That's like a 50% reduction in the chance that I will show up on said media. But anyway, I would love to see that camera. I bet it looks really cool. And yeah, the more cameras that I have in my arsenal of ideas of cameras to get and do cool photos of, that'd be great. And then eventually, I mean, the point of photographing those cameras would be to then sell some cool pictures of those cameras as beautiful works of art that people can hang up. So if like your favorite camera, for instance, if your favorite camera is this beautiful, I know I'm popping out while battle music in Zelda's happening. You know, it's good music to talk about stuff too. If your favorite camera is the Minolta XD11, you know, like this little beauty, then you could have a sweet artistic photo of it on your wall if you wanted it on your wall. I think that'd be cool. I love the way cameras look. I like the way they function. I like the way they feel. I will sit here. I'll spin that helical, man. I'll just sit here and spin that helical. I'll rack that aperture. Oh, I'll just click the shutter and keep winding the film advance lever. Oh, man. You know what a fidget spinner is, right? They should just give kids old analog cameras, and that's like, you got stuff to fidget with all day, man. Just remembered I got to pay for my latest eBay bid. Ooh. You won more. Dude, eBay is going to be like my #1 area of acquisition for all these classic camera stuffs. And then ideally also on the agenda is when we photograph all those, well, my cable's all messy. When we photograph all those cool classic cameras, what I will also have is a link on that video's page, or those photos, the images of that camera on the page, where if you wanted to buy that particular camera, there'll be eBay links that will also help support the channel, because there's a pretty sweet, eBay has a pretty good affiliate program. And if you're doing used classic gear like that, it's a great way to help make a cut of the pie, slice of the pie when they sell stuff on there. So anyway, if you're watching this video like later and now I have all that stuff ready, check it out. Make purchases from the links. It'll help support the channel. But anyway, that's really cool. You got a new camera. I love it. I support this idea. Zang. Excellent. But yeah, I'd love to see, post on the Discords. Anyway, okay, we got 2 photos to choose between. So the things, yeah, see, I like the way that the stones look in this first shot. These stone structures, aka the penises. Because here I cropped a lot of the ones that were riding the edge of the frame out. So while there's only, let's see, there's like 3, 4, there's like another 6 of those things riding the edges of the frame. That really emphasizes the feeling that there are more behind it, though. Where here, the edges of the frame are very clean. So it seems like we've composed all of those little penises into the frame and that there's not going to be any more. Where here, they're dominating all the way out to the edge of the frame, which gives you the sense that there could be a even wider view of even more behind them. So it feels a lot more dense. So I like that we've cropped out a lot of the unnecessary information in the second one. Although also the blue of the sky looks a lot better in this first one too. Whereas we lost we lost a little bit of that color in the sky. Let's just keep both. Let's keep both for now. I can't make a decision. I'll review for like an hour and a half next time when we start, and then that'll be part of what we do. I'm trying to decide between those two. I cannot make that decision right now. But I will say neither of them is as cool as this one with the keys in the frame, because that was a very difficult element to include. If only we had a moon in the sky. Whew. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Anyway, we got plenty of room on the roll. Right, I believe. Yeah, we got 20 photos. These keys can piece my ace. I'm taking their loot, taking your wings. I'm taking the fragment. Although, let's get a picture of this little statue with the fragment. It's the statue's happy little star fragment with some of their little happy guys behind them. But it's like, you can barely see the fragment. It's widen out. I'm as wide as I can be. Get out of my way, grass. I need to be able to see this fragment like that, but I want to look at the other... Here, we'll do it with the shrine. That's what we need to do. Something like this. Although it's so heavy. Whatever, I'll take that. And then I'll take... You can't see it here, so it's more of like a little light pop. Like that could be a candle sitting next to this statue. Oh, what a... Paul, you fool. Your name is Link and you own swords. You can... Grass is a non-issue. Paul. Jesus Christ, man. Use your fucking head next time, would ya? Don't want much of the actual... Let's take this shot before everything disappears. Okay, I could tilt up a little bit. I'm trying to crop out. I don't like the color pop from the actual shrine. I don't mind those blades of grass along the bottom side of the frame like that, though. Crop out that stupid thing. Do the owls intentionally sound like Mario doing the woohoo thing? Is that like a... That's kind of a cool shot. I like that shot. Little star fragment chilling next to the penis. Okay. Although, let's see if we can get something a little more limited. Whoa, dude. I do not see much frame rate dropping in this game, but I'm getting quite a bit right now. Oh, look at all that mist. Okay. That shot would be sick. Look, top right corner, though. Stupid color pop from that stupid... Okay, the shrines aren't stupid. Shrines, I love you. You provide me with currency so I can get more powerful. But this shot would have been really cool without that thing. And now the atmosphere on the ground's going to disappear. I got to move. Okay, let's do this quickly. Okay, come back, atmosphere. Some more atmosphere here. Oh, do you see that crane back there, too? Oh, schnapps, dude. No. Turn back profile for me. Okay, we need some of that wind to blow again. Ooh. Ah, look at, there's so much negative space on that bottom left corner, though. That doesn't, you don't, doesn't feel as bad when you... I'm also afraid that my star fragment's going to disappear. Let's save really quick before that happens. Okay, I'm going to get that crane in here with a little bit of a tighter... God, you really can't kneel down and shoot a photo, huh, Link? You just can't. Wouldn't want it to be too great for me. Okay, so let's do one with the color pop from the shrine then. Have like a little bit of both, balancing both sides of the frame a little bit here. Now give me some atmosphere, please. Blow in some atmosphere, Miyamoto, please. Atmosphere. Do we have anybody on atmosphere? There we go. Thank you. A little bit of mist. That's all I wanted. God. It's like, what do I pay these people for? You know? That shot's okay. Yeah, that was fun. All right, I think we got... Just make sure there's nothing else. Let's save. Yeah, see, like, I would love to shoot from this angle. There's that atmosphere that we're talking about, though. Atmosphere, atmosphere. Ah! Ah! That's fine. Okay, I think we got that. Yeah, is there any other perspectives, though, where that little glow is going to add something really special? Try to get, like, a nice wide... After we chop the grass over here. Nasty, because you don't want that to be stacked. Those two elements kind of need to be opposite each other on the side of the frame, in my opinion, to balance it out well enough. Here they're stacked right on top of each other, so no. We could try it from this side. God damn it! Also, give me a indication of the where my edges of the frame are. I can't shoot like this. There's that crane back there too, slowly waddling its way between the penises. Kind of see it there. That shot's crap, but whatever. All right, let's grab this fragment and be done. I got the fragment. We're good. Okay, doke. Yes, paid. Check is signed, sealed, and delivered. Did I pay my dues? Yes, I did. Check is signed, sealed, and delivered. Assume you're proud of number 2 brownie. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We have photographed my brownie. My brownie. Because we have this brownie Hawkeye. I think you've heard me talk about this, Jason, that the brownie Hawkeye, this model, brownie Hawkeye Flash, the Flash model, this guy, which I do have. This is one of the... I think this might have been the last thing we shot on the stream, was a good shot of this. Yeah, dude, you gotta display these beautiful cameras. Anyway, brownies are really cool looking cameras. This camera in particular, they have modeled, and again, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself and you're like, I know all this, I know, but some people don't. This camera is one of the cameras that we can find and collect in Fallout 76 and Fallout 4. So it's got some specialness to it in another regard outside of just actually being able to take cool photos. Whoops, I didn't pause. That's fine. I was hoping to look for the sunset, or the sunrise, sunset, and or moonrise, moonset. Okay, whatever. We'll save. Let's go shoot like one more little thing. That was a fun little session there. Oh, what's up, dude? Oh, dude. I forgot that this guy shows up. Or at least I didn't know that he was gonna... Does he make the bird fly away? This is a good question, dude. Dude and bird. Dude, this could be okay. Hang on, bro. Get that heron over a little closer to him. So it looks like they're interacting. I need to crop his feet out though, so that there's no depth perception. Come on, lean down at that bird again, dude. Oh no, but the bird turned. I'll save these so that we can... That was what we kind of wanted, though. We wanted him leaning in. I think we lost that now. Yeah, that was the only... Yeah, he's because the heron's going to be behind the stones. Anyway, that was cool. How you doing, I guess the camera doesn't mark your name. Calip. Going, back to Calip. Calip is going, back to... What's this shrine called? It's... Urag Shrine. Calip. Caliper? Anyway, let's just exit here. We're at Fort Hateno. Dude, let's go see if we can get a good shot. I know we said we were going to cook up some hearty radish. We're not doing much battle tonight, though, so that's fine. What's up, chooches? Let's go over to Fort Hateno. I do want a good shot of that portcullis again. Princess Zelda ... Are you one of those evil people that are gonna fight me? Celessa explains it all. Except she obviously doesn't know shit. Celessa. Oh, that's a kind of a beautiful view of this valley. Let's get a shot of Celessa. Is she gone? What? Call her sneaky Celessa, dude. She's just... That was... Or is... She's just all the way up there now? Fuck. Well, I wanted a cool shot of her, like, walking up this hill, but you know what? Fuck her. You're gonna walk away from me when I'm trying to take pictures of you? I don't want to take pictures of you anyway. I'm gonna go see if anybody's walking out from the portcullis again. At Fort Hateno. Oh, this game is so magical and beautiful. Let's get a shot of this cabin really quick. We love cabins. Ah, choo-choo. What am I gonna do? I need to use a good weapon, dude. Use my knight's halberd. Let's see, a longer lens. Get some more of that. Get some more of the forest condensed around the cabin. So you really want to see one edge of the building, though. Oh, here's this guy. Oh, dude, you just rode through the portcullis again. I wasn't there to get it. Here's our portcullis that we like to shoot. Well, I've shot it once. Okay. And the angle that we got, which we did love. I loved the shot looking out from the portcullis like this. We were panned to the one side or the other, and that did not make for the best composition in my opinion. And so I know we can get something better like this using the portcullis as a frame. Which, like, I guess we really only need that top Ooh, okay, we can do a Yiga. No, pop up where my composition wants you to, please. Look, I'm dodging his arrows. I don't even know where he's shooting. Up. Little puff. Oh, there we go, dude. Oh, no. Oh! That would have been great, dude. Okay, we'll get him to do it again. Okay, let's frame our shot, kind of. Dodge his... Yeah, dodged his arrows. Okay, jump up right... Yes. No. No. Jump up. Ah! You can dodge this guy's... I don't even... Oh, he's too small in the frame right there. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this guy to dodge his shots. Okay, so I missed your shots. Oh! No parallel bars on that portcullis, dude. No bueno. Also, look at where he is in the frame in relation to the hillside. I would want him fully in the sky as opposed to sitting. I mean, that right there, it looks like he's sitting along that little hillside. Oh. That could have been cool with the arrow, if the arrow is also in the frame. I don't know. I'm not crazy about that full white line all the way through the bottom of the frame, but if the arrow was just held right there, that could have been really cool. Still, he's not. He's situated a little bit too far down. That's not going to bug. If he's close enough, it wouldn't bug me. Because he's clearly situated in front of it. But here, again, he's so small in the frame, and his legs, he actually, it literally looks like he's kind of just like sitting down on top of that little mountainside. Because of the extreme depth of the field here. I mean, it's not that crazy. I mean, you know that there's some depth difference between those two objects, but it doesn't separate the elements as much as it could. So I'll save it for now. Oh, I love that old picture. You kidding me? Oh. Okay, that's not too bad. See, there it's... Yeah, he's getting large enough in the frame now where it's not a big deal if he's going to be imposed or composed in front of that mountain. That's fine. Oof, now just jump into my frame like all huge right here, dude. Oh! Okay, I need to pan to the right just a tiny bit. Ah, fuck. I knew that was going to happen. Ooh. That's not a bad shot. It's going to be tough deciding between these. Oh. Damn, they move like crakes. Also, I think I mentioned this. I can't change... Oh my god, dude. The sensitivity on the controller is way too high. Okay, that's a cool shot. That's kind of a cool shot. Let's see if we can get a... Album is full. Oh, no. Okay, quick review. I'm just going to delete the ones that do not need explaining. Whew, we're going to have a lot to go over. I'm not even going to start the review on most of these until the beginning of the next stream. No. Oh, Oh man, because yeah, doing a side-by-side comparison with some of these is gonna be really tough. No on this one does before we cut the grass. See, this is where it's like I don't want to get into. Okay, that one we got the shrine in there. No. That feels pretty well balanced with those two color pops opposite each other on the sides of the composition. This one, no, it's not going to be anywhere near as good as that one. So no, same idea, just not as well executed. This one, it seems like, is a little bit, well, compared to that one. This one, no, the heron looks terrible. We're trying to make... That's such a stupid... Again, here, because the depth of field is so great, there's no indication of depth. So if we couldn't see the ground, had I cropped this guy at his knee or at his waist, zoomed in, which I think I was almost all the way zoomed in here already, trying to stay away so the heron wouldn't flee. Had I zoomed in, it would be very difficult to tell where these elements were laid out in the frame because of the lack of depth or the extreme deep focus that the depth of field has. So that was going to be cool, but it didn't really work out. I guess that one is kind of cool. I'll keep it for now. This one, no. Puff, we don't want the puffs. No. No, I'll keep the one with the line, because that's a talking point for next time. Oof. Okay, fuck. You know what? I'm not crazy about this cold-footed wolf. It's a great pose. But I want to keep it. Do I want to keep it? Also the moose. I mean, we're out of our winter mode. And in all honesty, these are kind of like two of the better winter shots. Such a disappointment. I cannot download and back these up. Such a disappointment. My portfolio will live and die on my Switch. Okay, I tell you what. This one's crap. This one's crap. Between these two, I want to say I filled out a lot of the negative space in the bottom left corner on the second shot. Although we did wait for that little puff of smoke, puff of atmosphere. There's a little bit of atmosphere there. So yeah, between those two, we'll delete that one, save that one. This heron shot, it's Paul, come on, dude. It's nothing to that shot. That's good. Just delete it, yeah. And okay, let's just shoot some more of this guy. It's gonna be cool going through these. I don't wanna spend the time thinking about it, but all these nuanced differences between his position in the frame here. That'll be a fun thing to talk about. Which ones we like more and don't like. No, I'll just delete that one. Shoot that duplex bow at me, putty. I wish it was sunset or sunrise here. But that's fine. Something more interesting. I mean, we could wait. We could wait around for a very long time. Ah! Take your bullets. Let's just try to use... Let's crop the bottom out almost completely. Try to use, like, most of the portcullis. Ah. Play around. No, he needs to jump into the top of my frame. There he is. I will save it. I will save it. I want him like in the sky when I'm this high. This composition though. When I have this high. like as long as you're moving at all, it's like they can't really hit you. The old standard enemy behavior of shoot where the player was at the moment of shot. Did he just bounce? He just gave up. Oh, what? Did he die from... No way. I wish I saw that happen. Well, there's his loot. Or did he just... Or did this guy kill him? Check out this angle. That's right. This guy's fucking cool, dude. He's obviously here. He's here doing the same thing we're doing, man. Just checking out how cool this architecture is and stuff. Check out this angle. That was cool because I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure because we've been photographing right now. I don't know if, oh, here's this guy walking back with the, okay, let's get a shot. We're going to get a shot of this guy walking, entering from under the portcullis here. Let's compose properly. This is going to be a cool shot. This is going to be cool, in my opinion, man. Okay, we want to make sure we are parallel with the portcullis. I'm using the frame guides kind of to help line it up. Make sure. Oh my gosh, are you seeing that flare? Okay, let's just shoot, dude. We got 10 shots. Okay, I want him... I could probably zoom in just a tiny bit and tilt up here. Really cool. Really cool. I'm going to wait for him to get, like... I want him very large in the frame because he's going to fill out... That mountain is going to be a perfect low-key background to make him stand out. And I want him larger in the frame, which he will do as he's approaching, as he gets closer. And that's pretty cool. I'm going to widen back out and tilt down a little bit. Try to compose him a little bit better in the frame, maybe. Okay. And then maybe he'll walk by and give us a nice medium shot as well. I don't know if this is going to work. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a couple steps back. Oh, his feet got cut out. Delete that one, dude. What's up, boy? Anybody else coming by? Where's that guy with the other adventurer that walks out of here sometimes? This is the prime time to shoot this. This is what we're talking about. That the fact that ninja guy ran away. Ooh, look at this flying bird. Flying V. Flying V. Yes, I see. We'll take it. I'd love to be, the balance here is being not so far under the portcullis that we're looking straight up at it, because I want the walls to not be, those lines to be keystoning, the right and left side to be keystoning as much, but then we also are trying to avoid the teeth of the portcullis eating into that beautiful mountaintop. Look at the way the light's changing on the ground, though. Beautiful, the shifting light falling between the clouds, highlighting different spots, and then you can see the shadows crawl over the map. Oh, give me something interesting here, though. It's an alright shot, but we know that we can get something special. Although maybe not, man. It's all up to the game, dude. I don't mind watching the light change. That's fine. This is like... Oh! Do I hear somebody walking? Come on, walk right into my frame right now. Come on. Damn. Damn. Also, let's try to get that arm of the guardian arm. That should also be well separated from the portcullis. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so we're about right in the center of this thing. Okay, we got a flying V. Try to get that low enough so that doesn't get bitten into. Okay. Wow, look at this angle. Yeah, but like I really want... What I want is somebody to walk through my frame. Might not happen. We saw the adventurer on horseback. I should know the man's name, the person's name, but don't. That's fine. Honestly, watching the color and the light change, that's the benefit of having the day-night cycle shift so quickly. Here we go. Here we go. Good things happen. Good things can't happen. Okay. We gotta let it tread. We gotta let that guy walk out a little more. Ugh, going out on an adventure. Okay, I'd love to get that full... That's an okay shot. The light kind of went down a little bit too much at this point, though. I think I lost my perfect parallel to the portcullis. Let's get that full shadow. I kind of waited too long on that because I was dicking around with the pan. Okay, anyway, we got those shots. Fuck it. Maybe we can get one shot from in front. We've shot this same person before. And I will do it whenever I please. Oh, geez. Yeah, walk right here. Yep. Get him between the two guardians. And that's not too bad. I see my shadow though, because I'm freaking using my halberd. If I had killed the choo-choo with my damn master sword, you wouldn't see the halberd shadow. That's fine. Okay, and then that is our last shot on the roll. Good shit. Let's do a quick review without dissecting the images, though. We were not going to dissect or critique for too long. Adventure leaving Fort Hateno. Silly shadow on the floor foreground from your boy, Doofus. Adventure going out. This is the shot we had last time that I really did enjoy. I don't know how much I enjoy any of these though. This shot probably was it. I should have tilted down a little bit because at this point they're a little too far away in the frame. I didn't really want them centered completely. Yeah, this was the shot. I should have tilted down. Damn, kind of bummed about that. Because here they're very centered in the frame. They're now blocking the entirety of the path that was creating a nice leading line into the image, which I didn't want. They're also too small in the frame. So yeah, this would have been the shot if I had tilted down. My bad. Although I'm pretty sure this is like a scheduled thing. I mean, this person is always walking through this gate at around this time every day. So we could probably sit by that fireplace and make this magic. I mean, that's why I was here. That's why I was waiting around. I kind of knew that was going to happen. And we did a little time lapse with portcullis. So I don't know if any of those are going to be the get. I'm going to say it's going to end up being that Keese image. But we did another little time lapse. See, I like this guy entering, I think. Maybe better than the guy leaving. But I don't know. Again, we'll dissect in detail next time. I like that the color looks great on this shot though of the guy walking into the fort. The color looks great. I love that gradient from the left side of the sky to the right side, going from the blue into the warmer glow from the sun going down. That looks gorgeous. We have that the arm from the guardian breaking up that hot spot, which is perfect, because otherwise it might feel a little unbalanced having that really that bright hot spot by itself. We got this archer, the Yiga with a Y, Yiga clan archer, jumping and trying to shoot arrows at us. Again, I'm not sure which one of these. I don't want to dissect them right now because it's like the same shot, just some slight variance in composition and position of him in the frame. So I want to go over those. We'll look at those in detail next time. But those are some cool ones. I kind of like this one. His pose here looks great. And again, he's large enough to where it doesn't look like he's just sitting on the mountainside. I would have walked in just a little bit here and tilted up maybe a little bit. Either way, cool stuff, good stuff. We'll detail those later. Little fallen star fragment. This was our real quest of the night, was coming to photograph the star fragment, which we got. Dude, we got that shot. Really, actually, pretty proud of myself. These came out pretty cool, but the real get was before we boned it and we terminated that beautiful light streak. I don't know. Maybe I'm too into those light streaks. Maybe it's not that important. Can't even really see it that well here. It's stacked up against that tree. I should have taken note of that. 2020 hindsight. I would have loved if the star fragment was situated between those trees or on one side of the tree that it is cutting directly in half, because it does not contrast well with that object behind it. It actually gets a little bit lost. And since that was kind of the element we were trying to emphasize, it's a kind of disappointing that it's not really well emphasized. You can see it better in this shot with the keys in it, because again, now it's riding the shadow side of the tree, or the side of the tree that is a little bit more in shadow. So it stood out rather than riding along just the center line of that tree, where again, not as much contrast between the background and the subject. Doesn't stand out as much, not as good in my opinion. But this shot of the keys is so magical, so magical. Then we shot the wide shot of the star fragment after it had fallen into the depths of that valley. Pretty cool. What works here is that there's a very high juxtaposition between that beautiful bright glow from that beam of light with the low contrast, low saturation area of that entire mountainside behind it. Really cool. So I will say the get of the stream is going to be the shot of the keys, because that's really cool. And it would be a much stronger composition if I crop the top, make it a wider aspect ratio shot. It will help balance the frame a little bit better. But that's the shot that we saw that shot. We saw what we wanted. And we got a pretty close approximation of what we were going for. Again, here, I just wish the keys was raised up in the frame. It's situated right in the center of the center line of the frame, the horizontal center line. And if I wanted to fill in more of that rock face above the Keys' head, and maybe a little bit of that drab sky with nothing going on. That spot right there's a hole for it that would have fit perfect. But its pose is great. Its size is great in the frame. So yeah, that's the Pro Snap what am I called? A Pro Snap Pick of the Day. Pro Snap Pick of the Day is this guy. Beautiful. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, Paul. And like I said, we will go in depth. We'll do an in-depth review of all these guys after some point. Let's save. Let us save. Yeah, man, I'm pretty stoked on that. Pretty good stuff. That was not bad. Hope that was fun for everybody watching. Hope that was entertaining and exciting, eventful enough to be worth your time. Really appreciate everybody being here, hanging out. Wouldn't do it without you. So thank you very much for spending time here. There's a lot of streams to watch, a lot of things to do with your time. So I appreciate you choosing to be here in the dark room with your boy, the dude in the dark room. Let's pop my social list up. My socials. Socials. If you want to watch previous episodes, check out the YouTube. If you are watching this on YouTube already, would really appreciate like and subscribe and all that good stuff on YouTube. Help support the channel. We also have a lot of videos in the works, which we're working on right now. When we play these games on the stream, we're kind of just building onto our information that we'd like to divulge to the viewer eventually about what we like and don't like about the photography in this game and what we've been doing with it, and sharing some of the images that we've taken, which from this game, not going to be easy. As I've detailed in the past, there's no good way to export these images off my system and get them onto my computer in a way that I can share. It's very difficult. And it's a bummer, too. Kind of a bummer, because we take some cool shots, and I'd like to be able to catalog these somewhere significant and somewhere well organized, and I can't do that. Oh, well. But that's going to be something that's explained in the overall video when we do our final video about this game, doing the photography in this game. That will all end up on the YouTube. Also some cool camera reviews, some real life camera gear reviews, things like that I got in the works. Got some movie reviews. Got some photo book reviews that I'm working on. All that's going to end up on YouTube eventually. What's up, Gary? Were you here this whole time? What the heck? Did you say anything to me? Not until now. What the hell, man? I'm just kidding. I love you, Gary. Hope you got a chance to make it. It was a fun episode. Yes, thank you, Redemption. Thank you. Anyway, a lot of cool stuff in cooking up for the YouTube. So check it out. And again, if you're on YouTube now, support the channel, liking and subscribing and such. And if you're new to the stream, obviously, and you enjoyed watching this kind of stuff go down, you probably like most of the streams that we do, and it would be very helpful to follow the stream. We're trying to make that 50 follower mark. Really appreciate it. Don't worry about it. Maybe I just got here. Maybe I've been here. Either way, yeah, you're a subscriber. Well, you're a follower. You can't subscribe here yet. On YouTube, it's called subscribing. Following is subscribing. On Twitch, you start with follow and then you can subscribe. But I got to get like 50 followers or whatever, so we're working on it. Which again, if you're new to the stream, follow the stream. Really helpful. Instagram, yes. Instagram, thank you, Gary. Instagram will be where we would be posting. If I could export these images, I'd probably post some on Instagram, all nice and cropped and full screened. But we really haven't posted many in-game photography stuff on Instagram yet. We've done some stuff from Fallout on there, but again, can't export from this game, so it's kind of tough to get those on there. And I'm working on getting like a nice best of the last year from our Photography Friday stuff up, and then I'll put a little portfolio up on Instagram. But most of the stuff on Instagram is going to be the real life photography that we've done. Like I said, we had shot a few of these cameras that we have laying about the studio, the dark room, including this Moto XD11, which I was talking about. We did a nice, cool, detailed photo of. And those are the kind of things that we end up posting on Instagram, or when we do any of the photo shoots in here, we do little still life images, which I do love photographing still lives. Planning on doing a few more of those, of course. But that's mostly what the Instagram is. Twitter has just been when we're going live, up alerts for when we go live. And if you really want to support the channel in a way other than just following and being here, which is the best thing you could do, it's always very helpful. You check out Patreon if you want to support the channel in that way. Not much going on there right now. I know I've been pretty lax with my duties and getting stuff up on there, so more progress to be made. I know. Again, thank you all for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Y'all make my night special by being here. So thank you all. I will always remind you to love yourself, love others, love life. Don't lose your dinosaur. Take some photos. Go out and take some photos. And I'll be back tomorrow for Photography Friday in Fallout 76. We will be having some fun tomorrow. It's the weekend. The weekend will be starting. So we'll kick off the weekend by kicking off some NPCs flying in the air and shooting them in compromising poses. Which, if you want to get a head start, obviously either check out the YouTube, or we have a pretty sweet website set up most specifically for Fallout 76. That might kind of change as time goes on. The ProSnap camera website might end up including in-game photography from more than just Fallout 76 eventually, but for now, ProSnap is the Fallout camera brand. So we have that ProSnapCameraClub.com built for the images that we take in Fallout 76. So if you want to see what we do, what we create on the Fallout 76 streams, ProSnap Camera Club is a great place to check out. But then also YouTube will have back catalog of episodes if you want to watch anything we've done previously. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, please. I love you all. Thank you all. Be well all. Take photos all. Okay. Photos don't take themselves. See, that's the thing with they have these automated cameras now that you can kind of just like put in your house. Canon has one. I don't know if it's still a part of their catalog of purchasable items right now, but it's like literally like this automated camera that you just put in your house. This is like assuming you have like a little family dinner and you set it up in your living room and your family's all looking at photo albums and hanging out in the living room. And this little camera just kind of like, using facial recognition and pattern recognition and stuff, kind of just locks onto your face and composes the image using whatever algorithms it uses to compose. It watches for your facial expression to change, so it takes pictures when you're smiling, and you can have this like whole automated photo shoot done of your little event, albeit from the same exact perspective, but it's like an automated. So maybe pictures can take themselves, but they don't take themselves. And I think whoever originally set up that little AI camera and hit record or hit start taking photos, I would err on the side of believing that person owns the copyright, or is most definitely the one that owns the copyright, because hitting the start button would be the most akin to shooting or pressing the shutter button, which is what is the deciding factor in who owns the rights, unless otherwise stated in some sort of contract or written agreement. You heard it here first. Okay, anyway, I love you guys. Peace. Don't just take photos. Hey, have fun, man. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, bye.